James Dutton with Quantum Growth Marketing here. We're here at the Tasting Room at the largest networking mixer in Houston, in the Uptown area at InHouston. And I'm lucky enough to be here with Eric Stanley with InHouston. How did you get started with InHouston to start out with?
Well, we started on LinkedIn. We started a group up on LinkedIn and invite some people out for a networking.
Outstanding. And how did it all start? You said earlier that there was only like 6 people
Originally, we showed up to our first event. Now we have like 300, 400 people.
And you're really bridging the gap between online networking to face-to-face business networking. Tell us a little bit more about what's going on within Houston now today.
Well, we have groups all over town. We have, like I said, 300, 400 to show up at this one. We have groups that have 50, 60. They're in Northwest, Cypress, Cy-Fair, Katy was last night. We've got events downtown, uptown, out Sugar Land, down at Clear Lake. It's all over town. We're in Austin, Dallas, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., starting new ones in Oklahoma City and San Diego.
So this one event with 6 people has turned into not just in Houston, but in-city networks.
That's right.
It's unbelievable. Now tell us a little bit about some other things that you're doing when it comes to social media and so forth. I know that you do talks and things like that. You educate people on how to do these types of things.
Yeah, we're doing a couple of talk shows, everything networking and everything marketing. Talk shows up on Blog Talk Radio.
And you also talk all over the Houston area.
Yeah, I go and talk to groups about driving networking, driving revenue with social networking. We had McCormick and Schmidt out in City Center invited us to come and do a mixer there. It was real interesting because they only wanted 40 people to show up, and I said, wait a second, this is a 14,000 member group. You really want me to only ask 40 people to show up to your event? So I convinced them that instead of giving out only 40 tickets for food and drinks, which I want to do, I said you can limit to the first 40 to get that, and everybody else gets the drink special. So now they're going to have us do that. It's going to be at the end of this month. We're also doing in Houston. It's the Hispanic group. In Houston, it's going to have another event at the House of Blues coming up beginning of November. And we're looking to do this. You've heard this first here. We're going to be doing a Rockets group. Also going to be at the House of Blues in Houston. The Rockets are going to join up with in Houston, and we're going to bring a mixer together.
Wow! And you've already done a huge mixer with the Texans,
yeah.
Right?
So hopefully we do this twice as big.
You also have a women's group now starting, correct?
We just started a new women's group called In Houston Women. It's really growing quickly. We've had a lot of comments about that today.
Something for everyone within Houston. Tell everybody, how could they get in touch with you to speak for them? And you do speak free charge, is that correct?
Yeah, it's free. I speak to groups very small and very large. You can go to ericstanley.com and get my contact information there. You can also email me at eric@ericstanley.com. And I'd be glad to speak to any group around the country.
And the hot buzzword with networking groups now is engagement. How do you keep everybody so engaged in Houston?
The premise behind In Houston is servant leadership, and so it's about giving first, paying forward, networking. And so paying forward means that you're not here to sell that person in front of you, but you're here to find out how you can help that person. And with everybody helping everybody, it really brings the people together, and they find that they're engaged.
So it's not the typical networking group where people are just running up, shoving their card in each other's face. They're actually there to help each other.
I hope not. If you have that happen, please understand that problem. That person's probably new. But for the most part, the people who come on a regular basis understand this is not how that works. This is not about selling that person.
And then, are these some of the things you educate people on when you do your talk?
We do. On the website, there's a lot of information. We've got some really great videos done, and it talks about that. But we also, when I talk around town, I talk about servant leadership and how pay it forward networking.
So you have this information on the website. Share with them. What is the website? How do they
go to inhouston.ning.com, and again, if you want to find out more about my speaking, it's ericstanley.com.
Outstanding. Thank you.